Why did the pharaohs build the pyramids? Around 450 BC, the Greek historian Herodotus told a story about Khufu, a pharaoh so wicked and greedy that, after losing his fortune, he sent his daughter to a brothel with orders to earn a certain amount of money for him. Being a loyal and obedient daughter, she did as she was told. However, hoping to be remembered for something other than her immoral acts, she asked each man she entertained for a stone as a gift. With these stones, she built one of the massive pyramids, still standing on the Giza plateau near the Nile River. By the time Herodotus wrote about the pyramids, they were already 2,000 years old. Yet, in the 2,000 years since then, the flood of bizarre theories about their origins has never ceased. Medieval writers believed the pyramids were the granaries mentioned in the Bible, built by Joseph to store grain during Egypt's years of plenty. Later, they were described as sundials, calendars, astronomical observatories, surveying tools, and even anchors for alien spacecraft. Even Herodotus, however, knew that the most widely accepted theory was that the pyramids were tombs for the pharaohs. Most Egyptologists still believe this, and for good reason. The pyramids stretch along the west bank of the Nile, which ancient Egyptian mythology associated with the setting sun, and the journey to the afterlife. Archaeologists have discovered ceremonial funeral boats near the pyramids, intended to carry the pharaohs to the next world. The pyramids are also surrounded by other tombs, presumably for members of the royal court. Perhaps the strongest evidence is that many pyramids contain stone sarcophagi or coffins. By the 19th century, it was determined that some of the hieroglyphic inscriptions on or near the sarcophagi were magical spells to help the pharaohs transition to the afterlife. However, the tomb theory lacked one crucial piece of evidence: a body. Throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries, explorers and archaeologists entered pyramid after pyramid. There are over 80 pyramids scattered along the Nile Valley, with possibly more buried beneath the desert sands. They often found what appeared to be a pharaoh's coffin, opened it with bated breath, and repeatedly found it empty. The most common explanation for the empty tombs was that the pyramids had been looted, while tomb robbers were more interested in treasure than the pharaohs' bodies. It's unlikely they would have left behind a mummy wrapped in pure gold. The first tomb robbers were likely the ancient Egyptians themselves, as evidenced by the elaborate measures taken to thwart theft. For example, the Pyramid of Amenhotep III at Hawara features an entrance leading to an empty chamber, a narrow passage going nowhere, and a massive 22-ton stone blocking the way. Hidden doors and false passages abound, yet none of this stopped the robbers. Even the Arab ruler Abdullah Oman, who led an expedition into the Great Pyramid of Khufu in the 9th century, found only an empty stone sarcophagus. European explorers who arrived after Napoleon's invasion were more interested in inscriptions than jewels, but showed little more respect for the ancient monuments. In 1818, Giovanni Bolzoni, an Italian circus strongman turned explorer, used battering rams to break into the Pyramid of Khafre, Khufu's son. The only bones he found were those of an ox, likely a sacrificial offering left by earlier intruders. The search for treasure and bodies finally paid off in 1923 when British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun. King Tut, as he is now known, is arguably the most famous pharaoh, thanks to the untouched treasure Carter found, including a solid gold coffin and a golden mask covering the pharaoh's body. Unfortunately, this discovery proved nothing about the pyramids, as Tutankhamun was not buried in one. His tomb was carved directly into the rock of the Valley of the Kings. The most unsettling aspect of Carter's discovery was the death of Lord Carnarvon, the wealthy amateur archaeologist who funded the expedition. Shortly after the team arrived in the Valley of the Kings, Carnarvon was found dead in Cairo. Two others who entered the tomb soon after also died, sparking rumors of a curse. One report claimed Carter had found a tablet in the tomb inscribed with the words, Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the pharaoh. The search continued, curse or not. In 1925, just 2 years after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, a team of American archaeologists, led by George Andrew Reisner, was working near the base of the Great Pyramid of Khufu. By chance, a photographer removing plaster to set up his tripod uncovered a hidden shaft leading to a chamber 100 feet deep, filled with rubble. At the bottom, Reisner found the sarcophagus of Queen Hetepheres, Khufu's mother. Though the tomb was tightly sealed, the sarcophagus was empty. Only later did the team notice a plastered wall hiding a small chamber containing the queen's preserved entrails. Warum soll essen und Saren Naxen Videos gehen, when dir dies Geschütz über mein Leben gefallen hat, Verges nicht, zu liken, zu teilen, zu abonnieren, and einen Kommentar zu hinterlassen.